Hey guys, it's me, Logan, and I am hanging out here outside. I just lit the barbecue so we can grill some burgers tonight. Spent most of the day outside actually. As I was loading the trailer, I went at 9 o'clock this morning to U-Haul, picked up the trailer, a 6x12, and I was shocked. This sucker had radial tires on it. Never seen radials on a U-Haul trailer. They've always been old bias ply tires. So this guy here actually ought to tow a heck of a lot better with them radial tires on it than them bias plies. So, whoo, go U-Haul. And guys, easiest experience I've ever had at U-Haul was at this place. It's a new location of an actual U-Haul place. It's a U-Haul moving and storage facility, a big storage facility that they had bought and built here. And they put a company store to where you can rent vehicles. Neighborhood dealers, not such a great idea. They're so hit and miss. They don't maintain their equipment, and they gave me a clue as to why. U-Haul leases the equipment to the dealer. I always thought that the equipment was actually part of U-Haul's and they dropped it off and then the dealer just rented it out. I didn't know the neighborhood dealers actually lease that equipment, so they have that equipment only. That was weird. I didn't know that. I guess that's why they really don't like one-way tows and one-way truck rentals, is they lose that vehicle and have to get another one. But it also explains why there's such a disparity between how well the equipment is maintained between the dealer and the actual company store. The dealers, they lease the equipment and they're cheap on maintenance because that costs money to them. So they're not going to do it. Is that good for U-Haul? Is it good for the dealers? I asked this question after getting the trailer and then spending most of the day loading it. It was a couple hours. But that this rental deal, 20 minutes. No, actually, it was 15 minutes. I stood in line waiting for there was a person ahead of me. Once she got to me, I was off the lot in 15 minutes. I'm not joking. This was the fastest, easiest check-in that ever was. In, used the card that was on file, just signed my name. She handed me the paperwork. We walked outside and she hooked it up. That is the way business should be. Simple, quick, fast, easy. I don't understand why people make it such a big deal to take care of their customers. The neighborhood dealers are never ever this quick. The company stores, generally, it takes a little bit longer to get all hooked up, but they get you through in and out really quickly. So, I don't know. What business do you think is the best? This or that? I'm thinking this. I'm totally on board with what U-Haul has done. However, the neighborhood dealers thing, do you think that's a good idea? To lease them the equipment, make them responsible for maintaining it and then selling it? I'm not so sure that's a good business plan. I sit there and look at that. It's kind of like a franchise model. Here is your franchise, go get it. Here's your equipment and that's all you get. And you have to get everything and supplies and stuff from us. But yeah, how convenient is that for the neighborhood dealer? I'm not so sure that that's a good business model. I've never been a huge fan of franchises because you give up some control of your actual facilities, or you end up in the business of just selling franchises and your franchisers hate you. That's a Subway thing. That's one of the things that happened to Subway big time. And then you have to have such tight controls on them so you have quality control nationwide. McDonald's is excellent at this. I give McDonald's that one. The rest of the fast food chains, they're not quite so accurate. And they don't police it so much. Hotels, they are the worst with franchises. I mean, look at these hotels. They sell a franchise within 5 years. If it's a remodeled building 10 years, if it's a brand new building, it's junk, trash. And then who is getting the name? Who's getting the bad reputation? Is it the franchise owner? You know, somebody named Patel who bought the building, bought the franchise, and ran it into the ground because he refused to spend a penny on maintenance of anything? No. Nobody even knows who that guy is. Sure, there might be a sign on the door that required that says it's operated by so-and-so, but at the same time, yeah, they look at the big name, the big huge sign up there that says Ramada Inn or Red Roof Inn or Holiday Inn. And that's who gets the bad reputation because their franchisers are crap. That's a bad business model for quality control unless you are a real stickler at the top. So which would you want to do? Add franchises? Add neighborhood dealers like U-Haul? Or would you rather just grow slower and add company stores where you control it with managers? Personally, I would have slower growth and have tighter controls from corporate down. And I would never want to be in the business of selling franchises. That to me is just a big scam. It's just scammy, selling people a franchise. And that's exactly what Subway did. And that's how we had so many Subway locations. And all of a sudden, they started closing because, well, you can't keep up with that. You can't have that many locations, that many different franchises, and supply it, keep it all the ingredients fresh. You just have too much to go, and down went Subway. Yep, franchising. In the business of selling franchises, you can't do that. You just have to actually be in the business of selling the products you're selling. Or, as in Walmart, as in McDonald's case, you have to be in the business of selling real estate. Brilliant move on McDonald's part. Ray Kroc was a genius when he came up with his business model, not selling burgers, but selling real estate. And he pays for his real estate by selling burgers. That's brilliant. But at the same time, he took franchising and went the right direction with it and kept strong control. So if you like franchising, if that's your business model and that's the model you think that would grow your company the best, make sure you write in those contracts stiff controls and stiff penalties for those who don't follow them. Even Ford is looking at that with their dealer network, with some dealers being ridiculous on, quote, dealer markups above MSRP. And Ford has been plagued by that problem. It's just, that's the problem of happens when you sell the business and let somebody else actually own it. Your name gets trashed when they do bad things. Not their name, it's your name. So that's food for thought when you're actually thinking of going into a business and scaling with franchises, dealer networks, any of that kind of stuff where your name is on it, but you don't really own that business. You don't have great control. Just keep that in mind. Personally, my thoughts on this and what I would do if I was you guys is I would never ever go down that road. I would grow slower, stronger, and keep my name and keep the good name that I have built. That is a much better way to go. But that's just me. Let me know what your thoughts are on franchising versus the slower growth of company stores. Drop it down in the comments. Tomorrow, I'm on the road to Indianapolis to get set up at the state fair. We'll take that truck and see how great those radial tires are on that trailer. Ooh, should tow a whole lot better. But anyway, that's tomorrow, and I'll get you a vlog from up there at the state fairgrounds, and I'll see you tomorrow. Please go on and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys.